This Organized Chaos podcast is brought to you by JEMS Art Studio. JEMS Art Studio is an online store that allows access to prints that you can use for most anything, obviously as just a picture, or as a wallpaper, or as a bookmark, or anything you can think of. You can find JEMS Art Studio at etsy.com/shop/JEMS Art Studio. This podcast is also brought to you by listeners like you. Thank you. But you also wanted to bring up some stuff we had in the new Ghostbusters trailer, which I thought was excellent.
Yes, that dropped. Yeah, that dropped right after we recorded last week. So, yes, this movie, I've been very excited about this. I am a very big Ghostbusters fan. Obviously, like a lot of people our age, I grew up watching it as well as watching the cartoon all the time as a kid. And it's not that I want to say that 2016 Ghostbusters was bad. I just feel that it didn't go for what it was promised. And I don't feel that it wasn't funny because of the cast or anything like that. All those actresses are hilarious in their own right. I just think a bad movie is a bad movie.
You want to hear my hot take? I prefer Ghostbusters 2016 to Ghostbusters 2. I mean,
fair.
I'm not. I'm, like,
and I've seen that video, and
2016 has not aged well at all, and it's not like it was great to begin with. It was like I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, mostly for Chris Hemsworth, who was kind of funny. But here's
what's her
Kate
name?
McKinnon. Yeah, she was good
Kate
too.
McKinnon.
That's the thing. Like,
she stole the movie.
Funny-ish. Like, it's not like it's not like
it's
almost like they're throwing a lot of shit at the fan. Very little of it has to do with really anything. They're just throwing random jokes out there. It's almost
and it feels like it's almost pattern like hit, miss, and it just goes that way throughout the entire film. At least that's to me it did. And again, it's I'm not hating it because of all the controversy it got.
We have lots of talent behind it. I almost feel like this would like with them riffing and stuff, it might have been better if they remade Caddyshack. Hell, it's something we can't remake, as we discussed last week. So fuck it. If they're just gonna riff, and they're doing there's a movie where they riff.
Yes, if they're gonna do it in that aspect, I mean, if they're gonna do it and switch the cast like that, yes, do it to Caddyshack.
That's
perfect. Yes. Do it to Revenge of the Nerds.
That's a movie where you can riff. Ghostbusters isn't really about riffing.
You can. No, I also, I guess this is a minor pet peeve I had with it. If you're going to get access to the original cast members, cast them in the roles.
I don't know why they didn't do canon thing. I don't know.
So that was just, it was just a missed decision and a missed mark. I mean, you already had Ernie Hudson delivering the damn...
Well, one thing I definitely want to bring up is, it pissed me off when I saw it too. They got Bill Murray in there for, like, not a huge role, but it was kind of substantial. He's definitely had a few scenes, and he was a noteworthy character. And then they fucking kill him. And it's so disrespectful.
They had Dan Aykroyd in there saying, "I ain't afraid of no ghosts."
It was...
I was already mad that they killed Bill Murray off. That just pissed me off beyond belief. And then Sigourney Weaver as the mayor, and I'm just like, oh, come the fuck on.
Let's get the whole cast together, but not actually, like, do what we could with them. I mean, my God.
Oh, did you see the blink and you miss it Annie Potts cameo? Yeah, fuck you, movie.
That was in it. Although, I think I might have seen more of Annie Potts in this last Ghostbusters trailer than in that movie, so...
Yes. And that made me very happy.
This movie seems to be doing what you should be doing. If you can't get the whole original cast back, do something like this.
Yeah. I've heard rumor that they are going to have a CGI Harold Ramis appear as a Spectre,
We'll have to see how they pull that off. You could
which
do
could
that.
work.
Everything can be done, obviously, but
You could,
I mean, it looks good, so I'm definitely giving this one a
but
chance.
yeah, everything about it looks so far from what they revealed from the trailers. It is Egon's kids, which is
Yes.
or his grandchildren, which that it's keeping it within that same family or canon. Um, some weird stuff just happens to happen, so now it makes sense why Egon would have bought a
Yeah.
farmhouse out there to keep an eye on stuff. Now in this last trailer, they did do a reveal at the end of it that Dan Aykroyd is going to be returning as Ray.
They see that was what the rumor was. I didn't know confidently that was him, but that was implied. I will definitely say that.
Well, at the end of the trailer, it showed like a phone ringing and like a close, like tight shot on the phone and a hand answering it, and you hear a very familiar face going "hello."
I need to rewatch it. But
And then
yeah,
it's quiet
I
again,
remember
like,
getting the impression it was him,
and then
but
it's like,
not
"No, we're
being
closed."
100% sure. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm being
yeah,
not 100% sure, even though yes, it's him. I'm hedging my bets
yeah. And I mean,
unnecessarily.
I have heard several confirmations about Bill Murray appearing on the set or being
Mm-hmm.
seen on the set and in a jumpsuit.
Hmm.
So it wouldn't be I wouldn't put it past Bill to show
Yeah,
up in a jumpsuit to the set
yeah, just like
randomly.
oh, he's here. Fuck it, let's film him real fast. He didn't even know he was in the movie. He
What's
just
going
walked
on
on
here?
set, and they were just like, "Oh, turn the camera,
Oh, are
turn the
you guys
camera."
making a movie? Are you guys making a movie?
Ed
That's
Wood
cool.
style, baby.
That is. But yes, this one does look good. That's fair that two wasn't good. I remember as a kid, I somehow enjoyed two
Mm-hmm.
more as a kid, but as I'm an adult, I kind
Oh
of like
yeah.
one more because I remember one scared me
Mm-hmm.
more as a kid. Like the first opening scene in the library of the ghost librarian. That scared the
Yeah.
bejesus out of me as a
Well,
kid.
watching two, there's actually good ideas in two, and then there's really dumb stuff. Like I
Yes.
like the idea of like all the negative energy in the city kind of becoming this pool of shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. But then we're gonna spray this shit on the Statue of Liberty and make her walk. Ugh, that's a bit fucking cringe, guys.
Oh, that's a little
Yeah.
ham and fist.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess hand and
And then
lantern.
they actually
But
changed Annie Potts' look in the second one, and they did that solely
they kind of
so
did
it
a
would
little.
match with the cartoon better, which is really bad reasoning in my
Yeah.
opinion. Just do your own thing, Jesus. Do your.
Well, it's not the first time a popular media form had ever done that to match a animated property to match with
Mm-hmm.
a real life property. Good example: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. They made the whole look of the film brighter from 1 to 2 and made their bandanas a little bit more predominant to make them look a little bit more like the cartoons. Now, if you could take a side-by-side shot of the four of them from both, you see that, like, in one, their bandanas are a little bit darker in color, like, a little bit not as, bright and poppy. But then again, the whole pizza thing, too, was introduced to sell toys and cartoons.
Yes.
Did you know that? Yeah, that was made just for kids so that they could sell toys. The real Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles killed people
Yes,
and
it
threw
was
them
super
off
dark. I
buildings.
actually have one of the original graphic novels, which
It
I
was
love. It's essentially it's
yes,
Christmas
and
time. All the turtles in April are getting ready for Christmas, except for Leonardo, who is out practicing. He gets attacked by the Foot Clan and gets almost beaten to
naturally.
death. This comic book was actually semi-remade in the first movie, except they replaced Leonardo with Raphael.
Yeah.
And so it's Raphael that's beaten up. It's quite as dark in the movie, but God, I kind of love that first Ninja Turtles movie. It was, in a lot of ways, all the best of all the aspects of the previous Turtle entries. It's like, here's the
Yeah.
darkness of the comic book,
Yeah.
but we're going to throw in the personalities and some of the fun of the cartoon. It was perfect.
But we're definitely giving you that gothic, dark look of the comics. Now, I kind of would still love to see them being told within the Marvel Universe, since they were originally to be in the Daredevil world.
Well, there are rumors. The Netflix series, they're going to try to work them into multiverse. I think I heard something about Charlie Cox. This is not sustained, but like Charlie Cox, Kristen Ritter, and Vincent D'Onofrio in talks to reprise it in proper MCU stuff.
I've heard that Vince is a confirmed.
Okay.
Daredevil is confirmed.
John Bernthal's the other one.
So is not Iron Fist. He and Luke Cage, both those actors are good. I think Daredevil was also confirmed too.
How they
believe
set
they
up,
all are.
They can at least like bring them in and just say Netflix was multiverse, which I have mixed feelings about. But
well, I know that they're going to introduce Daredevil, or at least I've heard rumor that he's going to be introduced in this new Spider-Man movie. Too. And he is going to be introduced as legit. He's going to see all this and be, sounds like Pete needs a lawyer.
Yeah, well,
and he's just going to represent Peter Parker.
I've also heard the rumor that every actor ever will be reprising their role in the next Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
There's a lot of rumors with that one.
God. So, would Bruce be the ring announcer, or the maitre d', or the snooty usher? Or would he actually just be Mysterio, going to actually like he was originally supposed to?
With Eric Bana, Edward Norton, and Mark Ruffalo all playing Bruce Banner, talking to each other. Because why the fuck not at this point? Let's just do it.
I mean, at this point, we could just have CGI Professor Hawk standing next to Lou Ferrigno.
Yes. Let's get Bill Bixby in there. Oh. Fuck yeah.
I have a funny story about Lou Ferrigno. Yes. Years ago, a friend of mine, we went to a Comic-Con here in Columbus, and Lou was one of the people at the booth where we could go up, pay to get an autograph or a photograph or whatever. He had like a super long line, and as we're getting up there, we're kind of noticing that he has a cart. It's like, wow, we can't even stand up there and talk to him. He's going to charge us $20 just to talk to him. Jeez. And like, he had prices for everything. Like, literally, like, we kind of got rushed out of the way, and we went over to the next booth, which was Michael Berryman. Michael Berryman, he's a character actor, plays kind of bit parts here and there. Most famously, he is on the movie poster of the original Hills Have Eyes. He is that mutant that is on that original. Very kind guy. My buddy and I, we stood there and talked to him for a long time. I was wearing a Bob Dylan t-shirt because I had just seen Dylan when he came to town. And he had told me a fun story about how he used to work security for Bob. And like how he's like, I was staying outside of his room, and George Harrison and Tom Petty came in with their guitars, and they started playing music together in what would later be the Woolberries album. And it's like, that's a cool story. So it was just more of that guy was cool enough to sit and talk to us and tell us like, Lou's kind of he likes to get as much money out of these as he can. So if you see Lou at a con, bring your wallet.
Well, I think with that, it's time to wrap up. Anything you want to add at the last minute here? Oh, yes. Bobby, look up Bobby Quarters on Facebook and on YouTube.
Yes. Yes, YouTube channel is going to be having some more true crime videos uploaded later. The whole library of the true crime is already up on the Facebook page. I am slowly writing a new season 2 with this. Writing true crime can be a little rough and grisly at times.
All right.
So I kind of need some mental breaks
I
from
gotcha.
it.
And then, of course, if you're on this, you probably know me, Organized Chaos. Everybody have a good one.
Yes.
I want to go ahead and add some audio credits at the end here. The theme music you're hearing at the beginning and end of this podcast was written and performed by George Johnson, a very good friend of mine. And my current Patreons are Fel Martins, David Lara, and Lindsay Pankhurst. If you'd like to become a patron, go ahead and follow the link down below. Anything you can provide would be incredibly helpful to this channel. We're barely limping by right now. I'd love to make this my full-time job. I'm miles away from that right now. So any help you could provide, just $1 a month would be amazing. You know you want to. All your friends are doing it.